I, 38M, am thinking about walking away from my wife, 33F.
I, 38M, and my wife, 33F, have been married for about a year and a half. Everything was great while we were dating. 4 months after we got married, my father died, and I don't know how I would have gotten through that without her. 1 month after that, we had foundation and leak problems with our house. It was very stressful for both of us, but mostly her because she started working from home in January. We have been fighting all year. She moved out of our bedroom at the beginning of July, and into her own apartment a month ago. Marriage counseling hasn't worked. We both agreed to the separation, but we agreed that we would continue to work on our marriage and wear our wedding rings. I have never been the person to stop her from doing anything she wanted to do.
Last night someone posted a picture of her out with friends and she wasn't wearing her wedding ring. How do I proceed when she clearly doesn't want to share her life with me?
You get an attorney and file for divorce. Tough pill to swallow, but it sounds and looks like she's already moved on, or has a head start on you at the very least. Shift your focus from how can I get her back to how can I prepare and protect myself during the legal portion of the separation.
It's really hard to give advice because you didn't really provide any information about your arguments. You mentioned some stressors, house problems, but what exactly have you been fighting about? What is the issue exactly? How do the fights play out? Without knowing that, I don't know what you should do. But I agree with the other commenters that it seems like she's moved on. But if she says she's still willing to work on the marriage, then maybe keep trying. But again, I don't know what you should try without having more information.
She's already walked away from you. Return the favor.
You wrote, / she moved / into her own apartment a month ago. Dude. That means it is over in her mind whether she is wearing a ring or not /. But, you wrote I, 38M, am thinking about walking away from my wife, the only one holding on is you. And this is sad. Been there but was a long time ago, this is over. Only the op has not accepted that it is over. At least that is my read on this very short set of facts.
With this story, I think you know exactly what all the replies will suggest. I also think you know your marriage is, unfortunately, over. You don't need us to tell you.
Talk to lawyer. Nothing you noted here is a reason to be fighting, much less counseling or divorce. The fact that she left the home will not look well in her favor. If she wants to be single, make her single. Yes, she made a conscious decision to take her ring off. She does not feel married to you any longer. Get a lawyer, get your finances in order, and file. This looks like there is no coming back from her moving out and taking off her ring.
But we agreed that we would continue to work on our marriage and wear our wedding rings. She evidently did not actually agree. Consult an attorney as to how to proceed. Get checked for STDs. The crack in the foundation of your marriage is the one you should have focused on. Water leaking in your house is not divorce-worthy. There is something more. No point in putting the relationship on a ventilator. Pull the plug. Definitely more going on here that you're not privy to. She already physically left you, and is going out acting single. Hire a lawyer immediately. And you may be shocked to find out she may have already done so. Cut your losses, my guy. What have you been fighting about? What are the actual issues? How do I proceed when she clearly doesn't want to share her life with me? Contact a divorce lawyer and have her served. You're not walking away from her. You both walked away. You both had your reasons. And now she's a few steps ahead of you and living the single life. Sorry, bud. Drop some reality into her life and send her the papers. It's time. Call her, or ask to meet for coffee. Tell her you're breaking up with her. And if she wants an explanation, tell her you feel she's already given up first moving out. And now going out without wearing the wedding ring despite your agreement. It was over the minute she got her own place. She's been dating other men. Which is why the ring is off. Your marriage is over in every way except legally now. She moved out, talked to a lawyer. How do I proceed when she clearly doesn't want to share her life with me? CYA later. You sit down, if you can, with or without a counselor, and finally say the thing out loud. It can be hard to finally put it into words, but that's the right step. We have been separated for X months. You moved out in August, you removed your ring. Counseling isn't working. It seems like it's time to admit that we are ready to part and move on. Are you ready to move forward? Because I am. Then try to move forward with filing the divorce amicably. Or if she comes back with, "No, I'm not ready," then come up with a complete, clear plan of what needs to be solved in counseling ASAP. Give it a deadline. Like if we are not successfully connecting and resolving issues in counseling weekly. B. Spending at least one evening a week together. C. Have an agreed upon budget, house plan, whatever the conflict is. D. Living in the same home again by X date. The steps need to be clearly defined, measurable and agreed upon. If either of you aren't meeting the plan, then you move forward with divorce. You don't have a life together. Wearing ring means nothing. You are not living together. It is over.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Ericast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.